Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna be reviewing Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition. Now, I bring up that it's the Perfect Edition because the Perfect Edition contains one volume and a half. So it contains the first half of the second volume. So we're gonna be reviewing the first volume and the first half of the second. So in case I touch on something that you're like, wait, that wasn't on the first volume, now you know why. Okay, first let me explain to you a little bit of what this series is about. We got three main protagonists. One called Maka. Now they're all weapon meisters in this series, and one is called Maka. Now this is the twist right here, which I have not seen in other books before. Weapons are each human beings; they're people, but when it comes to a battle or a fight scene, the sidekick turns into a weapon, right? So her sidekick is a kid named Soul, to a Sith. Then we got another character named Blackstar, and his sidekick is a girl named Subaka, and she turns into a shadow Sith, which is basically like a Sith, but instead of a long stick, it's like a nunchuck, right? But with swords on the ends. The next character is a Kid Death. That's his name, and his weapon. He has two sidekicks. It's two girls that are sisters, and they turn into two twin handguns. Okay, now that you got a big idea of what the series is about and so forth, now let me give you my thoughts. Okay, first let's start with the characters. One thing I'm gonna say is this series covers first issue is a one shot of Blackstar, one shot of Maka, and one shot of Death the Kid. So they each get their own issue that's just for that character and his weapon. So you could get to know the character, his weapon, and their interaction, how they get along. The next issue, same thing with the next team and the next team. After those three issues that are like one shots, then we get started on chapter 1 and chapter 2. Now chapter 1 and 2, it's a whole different vibe, because now you have all the characters interacting together and going to the same school and so forth, right? Start seeing them develop a little bit and not be so one note. Because in the introduction to each character in their one shot, they're very one note. For example, Blackstar, he wants to be famous and cool and popular. So he wants to be like the biggest, baddest guy. He wants to be a badass. And Kid Death, he's class personified. Very classy guy, he's real respectful towards women and so forth. Nah, he's a big crybaby. He likes to cry about everything, and he's like a spoiled brat because he's Lord Death's son, and Lord Death is the big boss. He's the boss of the school and whatnot, right? Now, what did we think about the artwork? Man, the artwork, the artwork is real pretty. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's really a thing of beauty. You just have to flip to the pages yourself. Now, that being said, you see differences in the art when it starts. Like I said, it's more comedic and the art is a lot more clean and smooth. And as the book goes along, when I got to the end of this volume, I felt it started getting a lot more detailed, especially in the fight scenes. You started seeing more going on, and the backgrounds, they did a really good job on the backgrounds. They were always real detailed and so forth. Some panels is just blank backgrounds, just to hurry up the process of going through panel to panel where you only need to see the character. But for the most part, they did a good job filling in the background, so there's not just empty space. They draw like this wicked moon all the time. I don't know what's up with the moon, but it looks like it's gonna play a part somehow later on down the road. Now at this point, after this first 9 issues or whatever, my favorite team is probably Subaka and Blackstar, because Blackstar just wants to be all cool and popular, and I found them kind of funny. And Subaka, she's the sexiest weapon out of all of them, right? She's super hot. So they make the good-looking couple, and they have a good fighting skill together and so forth. Now, Blackstar's funny because he kind of has a thing for her because she's hot, so he's always doing like these pervy things, like trying to check her out while she showers and so forth. And she always gets pissed at him, and she always kicks his ass. But then, and she pretends to be pissed, and then later, she's always like missing him and stuff like that. So she seems like she kind of likes him too, but she doesn't like the way he goes about it, right? Because he's very childish and immature, right? So I thought it was very funny. I like the dynamic between the two, but we don't want this running too long. Like, it's funny now, but if it drags on too long, it can start being kind of weird, right? So we'll see how it goes in the second volume. All in all, that is a strong first volume. Introduce you to other characters. You got to know everything you need to know about them and what the whole synopsis is, right? So yeah, hopefully if you guys like this video, you go ahead and hit that like button, show the support for the channel, and stay tuned for the volume 2 review. Check you guys out next time.